AV Alta and Orange County Soccer Club matching up round 3 in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup here on Golazo Network. Mike Watts, Gary Bailey, take a look at the starting 11s for these sides, and both putting out a lineup that look real familiar in the league.
Yeah, for AV Alta, just the 2 changes from the team that beat Red Wolves. In comes Miguel Pajaro, back from injury. Harrison Robledo goes to the bench, and Eduardo Blanca starts because, as mentioned, Jimmy Villalobos is suspended. We think they'll be in a 4-3-3 shape. And for Orange County, their normal 4-1-4-1 out. Onto the bench goes Liam McKinnon. Ethan Zubak also out injured. Chris Haggard starts, as does Mahumada War up front.
There is Brandon Stevis, our referee, has worked 5 league games across the championship and MLS Next Pro in the opening month of the season. Has not seen either of these teams yet this year. Appears he's got the go-ahead. The winner moves on to the round of 32 in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Alta, one of 26 debutants in the competition, and they're home again, this time to take on Orange County Soccer Club.
Good control of the ball here from Orange County. Got to use their experience, their knowledge of the game, just to put AV Alta under pressure. Now they have the corner. They've got a chance to whip a ball into the danger area and get the likes of Tom Brewitt and Ben Alcazar into the box and ask some questions of the AV Alta defense.
So Silla will take it short. The return, Silla kept on side, dances up the end line and scores! Oh wow, Usman Silla! From the tightest of angles, puts Orange County ahead.
That looked almost impossible to score from that angle. Great bit of skill there to beat the defender. But then you're thinking, when he gets this ball back here, he just kept himself onside, beats the defender, then you're thinking there's no way from that angle, surely. And he does, he manages to beat Carlos Aviles there over his head, goalkeeper just going down a touch perhaps, but still, it's going to hurt like you know what, so that is a high level of bravery. Obviously there's a limit depending on the damage to your face, but if it's just a bruise or a small cut or even just a couple of stitches, most big defenders will just play through that. Things that go unnoticed by the fans often.
We look at things in slow motion and don't really realize we wouldn't want any of these things happening to us. Here's Jamison. Got bodied off the ball. Back from Desdun. Lay made himself available. Catches up to it. Header falls kindly, and last it framed, that's wide. Not a bad look from Chris Haggard.
His head afterwards because he knew it hit it well. It's bouncing. As it comes up there on the half volley, he absolutely thumps it.
And a half-hearted but ambitious effort comes to Aviles. 7th year in League One, over 100 starts in the competition. It's by duty to Shuttler. Only a handful of blowouts to speak of. MD Myers, a hat trick for Charleston to knock out South Georgia Tormenta 4-0. Pittsburgh, a 1-0 win over Columbus Crew 2. So we're down to 1 MLS Next Pro side. That's Tacoma, who meet Oakland. That game's just kicked off on Paramount Plus. Angling inside the box, aimed at frame. Aviles able to hold it down. Silla's feeling it tonight. Tinovich is on a 25-day deal he just signed. Ashton Miles, the center back, if you want to move something wide. Replace him. They have till halftime to contemplate that, as it's picked up here by Shuttler. And that's precisely what will occur. So we'll keep our eye on Grayson Duty going into halftime, but Orange County, Gary, is up 1-0 at the break. Alta's going to get the first touch of the second half. Brendan Stevis sends us into the second 45. If we should end level, we would go to extra time and potential penalties. Orange County would love to get it done without all the wear and tear. This runs all the way back. War closing it down. He's not the only one in on the pressure. In steps Hangar.
Yeah, it's not just the wear and tear of extra time, it's the fact they could then go on to lose the match and get knocked out. So I think you're right. On all accounts, Orange County would love to wrap this up, put it to bed, and as long as it stays close, you know, injuries and physical battle is going to be the issue. Once you go, say, 2, certainly 3 up, the match probably dies down, and you can avoid having to lunge for balls and having to risk getting hurt.
Here's Hangar. Able to clip it through. Silla got tossed. Foul from Alassane.
At some point, the referee, Brandon Stevis, is going to have to, as you say, he did brandish the card once in the first half, but get a little bit tough over here because have a look here, there's a little niggle there from behind. You can't really do that anymore. And the player's going away from goal, so why have that nibble? Just let him try and figure out his way as he heads towards the touchline. Now you've got a set piece. They've scored from one already, short corner. Now you're giving Orange County another opportunity.
Silla. Snap back in toward War. Cruz. Ricochets around. Hangar, the beneficiary. And here comes War sliding through Jameson. Bryce Jameson.
Turnover ball, they hustle, they win the ball, and they counter. Bryce Jameson doesn't quite get the angles right there, but you lose it and you put us under pressure. Certainly Orange County doing a good job of upsetting the home side. Mind you, they've had a change in coach in the last week or so things aren't that great for him at this moment in time either.
Robbie Nielsen out. Nielsen replacing Neil Collins, who went to Sacramento to replace Mark Briggs. Got all that? Oh, wow, what a move. Alassane crossing, held by Shuttler. Ball comes loose and sent into the stands. Now Uribe there at the end, a corner for Alta, and this game just got some real adrenaline.
A little bit of skill there from, we said that 1-0, this AV Alta team are going to put them under some real pressure.
Corner and header, goal! Master Antonio! Game on in the Antelope Valley! 1-1!
That is another goal from a corner. They did it twice in the previous round, and now they do it again. It's a fantastic ball into the box, but doesn't he climb up high, Luca Mastrantonio?
In what other area of the game do you explain the rules, have them flagrantly ignored, and then, anywho. Corner. Shuttler came for it. Robledo, this ball lashed out of play. Robledo let that go. And it's a teammate who sent that, well, halfway to Orange County.
Good punch there from Colin Shuttler. Came under huge pressure. And I guess he's going to have to come for a few more of those before this match is over. Needs to dominate that box. Again, question marks on the goal itself because it was headed in from 4 or 5 yards out. But it doesn't mean to say it's goalkeeper's ball. If the ball's flat and you haven't got time to come, then it's not your ball, but he's going to be put under a lot of pressure, and Colin Shuttler could be a vital player for Orange County in these last few moments if there's more set pieces for AV Alta.
Here comes Alta flying upfield. Angle tightening, falls in front, blasted in! Oh, it's Alaribe! Alta leads! Flying at the Hangar now in the third round! The cup set dream is alive!
Just brilliant the way they won the ball in midfield, attacked, got it into the danger area. Yeah, a little bit of a luck for it to fall to Emmanuel Alaribe, but doesn't he tuck it away well with his left foot? Just here, just comes off an Orange County ankle there.
Master Antonio and Pajaro now both on yellows. Silla trying to circulate back across, but couldn't make contact. Martinez tracked it down. Knocked down by Benalcazar. Contact, free kick. May have been another flying arm. We've seen 3 different players bloodied in this game. Dunbar's back up.
There's been a lot of that, and I just, Brendan Stevis is a very good referee, but I think he allowed too much to go early. And in a cup match between local rivals who, when they played in a friendly, had a red card, I just wonder if the referee couldn't have been a bit stricter earlier on, because there's been a lot of sort of dodgy moments, dodgy tackles.
Free kick, knocked across, header is in! It's war! And it is 2-2! The County Line Coalition traveled. They're over the moon. And a fresh start in the 83rd minute.
Oh, it's a fantastic cross with pace, with whip. War gets ahead.
This would be the last kick of the game. Alta's done it before. There's a push in the box. We are going to extra time. Forget one more kick. No kicks at all.
Tense times for both sides and their fans.
Brandon Stevis is down for an extra 30 minutes of running. We'll do 30 minutes of talking. You'll do 30 minutes of viewing on the extra time. So not a player Alta are keen to lose if they can avoid it. They have 4 subs available and 2 windows because we are now in extra time. Ball lobbed across by Dunbar, and that's wayward.
By the way, I don't think you're getting Pajaro off whether you want him to or not. He ain't leaving this battle.
It doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't matter how many bandages on his head or how much it's bleeding. He's a warrior, a fighter, and he wants to stay on here in the midst of this battle and see his team to victory.
Dunbar in now for War. Chops it back. Silla cutting, dropping off, aimed at frame. All the while, War is still down.
After he played the ball, have a look, he plays it, and then there's a collision. Again, if there was VAR, you'd slow it down and have a good look, but there isn't, and the referee can't have eyes on it. But the old story, you love to score against your former team, especially a team that didn't keep you. You feel that you were good enough to stay.
Ball into Cerritos, back heel, twisting, Robledo. Caught by Shuttler.
But he's all around him defending. I'm thinking there's not an angle, there's nowhere to go. But look, he just got 1, 2, and that's about 6 orange.
That lashed out of play. 4 more minutes going in this direction, then we'll flip and go back to where all the action seemed to occur in the second half.
This is important for the likes of...
Crossing for War. He tussled with Gonzalez. Alta charge ahead, 1 added minute at the end of the first period of extra time. Cross through, diving header away. What a warrior Pajaro's been. He'll wear those stitches, which I imagine are coming, proudly. He's run like a prize fighter tonight.
The problem is they could be increasing in numbers. The more times he hits the ball, could be doing more damage to the existing cut.
Ball hanging in the air, caught by Aviles, and that should take us to the second period of extra time. "15 more minutes to find a winner, or we'll do it in penalty roulette." 2-2 at the end of the first period of extra time here on Golazo Network.
Still a great result for AV Alta.
Colin Shuttler, by the way, has saved just 1 of 12. He'll get 1 of 13 in his career.
This is probably around about the time that the coach says to the assistant coach, you better get out the penalty takers in case. Start figuring out who's going to take them and in what order. And maybe it's already been pre-done.
Cerritos, back four dropping. Cerritos angles inside, goes for goal, Shuttler.
They back off a little bit, and just cuts in here, opens it up, and you just fancy.
Ball headed down, launched away. We are going to penalty kicks tonight. How do you try and put thoughts to that, Gary? Penalties to decide in the third round. Dunbar feigns, chips, and scores. The audacity. Cameron Dunbar right down the middle.
That's a brave penalty to take as an opener. And it's also clever because most goalkeepers on the opening one are going to go left or right. Very few are going to stand still in the middle.
Wow.
People often think there's only 2 options for a keeper, left or right, but there's actually 3. The other one's standing still and holding the middle. And anything close to the middle.
Alexis Cerritos, 3 games for Orange County back in 2020. Came on in the second half. Cerritos, oh wow! Got the bounce. 1-1 in spot kicks.
Let's have a look at this.
Orange County to grab the advantage in the second round. Can Smith make the stop? No, he can't. What a hit by Liam McKinnon.
It's another good penalty. It's high and it's hit with power. Even
Blancas. Oh, just got it by Shuttler. 2-2, 2 rounds complete.
2 close calls for AV Alta. One hits the post, the other one shot.
Overflow behind Smith. Scott saved! Saved by Smith! And the gamble pays off. Alta has a chance to grab the lead in the shootout.
It's a good penalty save. He guesses the right way. Denzel Smith, and then he's got to.
Sebastian Cruz, last couple of years in Kansas City, scores! And Alta leads in the shootout.
Oh, this is amazing for AV Alta. They 120 minutes, 120.
If he misses, Orange County may not kick again. Benalcazar, oh, he put it above the bar! Disaster! And if Alta converts just one more, they're going through. Miguel Pajaro can end it for Alta. Pajaro! AV Alta flying into the round of 32.
These are almost the identical scenes from the previous match. They were in that same corner, they were celebrating. They're a little bit lucky with their first penalty, hits the post, the keeper, Colin Shuttler, nearly gets the second. You know what, they've written their luck, and who's to say they can't go on to the 4th round and even go one step further than that.